Unfortunately, we have interest rates that are still too high. So the president sent this note to the Fed chair today. And if you look at this chart, this is a chart of all of the interest rates of many countries throughout the world. At the top is Switzerland. They're only paying a quarter for interest rates. Cambodia, Japan, Denmark, Thailand, Botswana, Barbados, Taiwan, Bulgaria, Cuba, Sweden, Morocco, Cabo Verde, South Korea, Algeria, Canada, Albania, Libya, Malaysia, China, New Zealand, Trinidad and Tobago, Czechia, Bolivia, Australia, Costa Rica, the Bahamas, Kuwait, Papua New Guinea, Bosnia, United Kingdom, and the UAE are all paying lower interest rates than the United States of America, which has one of the hottest and strongest economies in the world. The president sent this note to the Fed chair. It says, Jerome, you are as usual too late. You have cost the USA a fortune and continue to do so. You should lower the rate by a lot. Hundreds of billions of dollars are being lost, and there is no inflation. And the president is right. There is historically low inflation thanks to his policies. And we will continue to drive down the cost of living in this country for Americans. We will continue to deregulate. And it's also incredibly important that we pass this one big, beautiful bill, which is the largest tax cuts in American history. And that's why the White House and the president himself have been in touch with lawmakers all weekend long to get this bill passed. And they are working very hard to do so. It remains a top priority for the president.
The US Senate is pushing ahead on President Donald Trump's key domestic policy bill, but it's unclear if Congress can push it through by the president's July 4 deadline.
The clerk will call the roll.
The vote-a-rama on the big, beautiful bill kicked off in the Senate Monday morning. It's a series of votes on amendments to the president's sprawling tax and immigration bill, and it could take all day.
So, Mr. President, it's time to vote.
The Senate bill would extend Trump's 2017 tax cuts, slash Medicaid reverse initiatives to fight climate change, and increase money for the Pentagon and immigration enforcement. The Congressional Budget Office says it would add more than $3 trillion to the U.S. deficit over the next decade.
This is not just a number. It affects your everyday life. Higher interest rates. Think about your credit cards, your car loans.
Republican Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina announced he won't run for re-election after breaking ranks to oppose the bill, warning it could devastate rural hospitals and kick hundreds of thousands of people in his state off Medicaid.
It is inescapable that this bill in its current form will betray the very promise that Donald J. Trump made.
Other Republicans pushed back on that idea.
Let's reform Medicaid and save it for those people who need it, but let's make sure that people who are able-bodied go to work every day and don't get things for free.
President Trump wants Congress to pass a bill by the 4th of July, but he seemed to soften that deadline over the weekend.
As long as we have it, it's very important.
If the Senate passes the bill, it heads back to the House for a vote, but it's unclear if House leadership has the numbers to muscle it through.